Hello and welcome to another episode of Educating with Ease. I'm going to update that title in a few minutes for those listeners out there. But hello and welcome to another episode of Educating with Ease. I'm your host, Todd Bauer, Superintendent of North Penn School District, and pleased to be here with you. We were recording this on June 26th. It is toasty out there, but let me bring in my friend, your friend, everyone's friend and colleague, Mr. Bob Gilmer. Signature move.
So my music's a little different. If you notice, it's not my usually funky stuff. Sounds a little British. No, sounds a little British. No British. Right, mate? Yeah. So good to see you here on Educating with Ease. Do you know what this is now? You know what was the email we just got last week? We just got an email.
All right. Can I pull it up?
Let's see.
Hold on. All right. We're going to pull up this email and
here it comes.
Here it comes. Dear Todd, congratulations. You've earned a 2024 National School Public Relations Association Award of Merit for podcasts. For Educating with Ease, your entry in category for Best Podcast. In recognition of your work, NSPRA has awarded you a 100% authenticated, always up-to-date digital badge. Look at us. We have an award-winning podcast, Bob.
With the digital badge. Well, podcast's a new category. So in NSPRA, the National School Public Relations Association, I'm very proud of our department, our school community relations department. We typically win some awards from NSPRA each year. And the podcast is in there now.
Look at that.
In there, award winning. We could say it every time.
Whew. All right. So
I feel different.
Yeah, I do. I think I look different, actually. All right. So anyway, excited about that. Really pleased that to share this platform with you. And we said in a recent episode of another program that you and I do called Facebook Live, where we kind of summarize, for those who don't watch it, we post a video, usually 20, 30 minutes, where we summarize what happened in the month's board meeting. So you don't have to watch our sometimes boring, sometimes entertaining 2-hour board meeting. Rather, watch us for 20 or 30 minutes to catch up on the big hitters of what happened in each action meeting.
Do you know that program is also award-winning?
Oof. Also award-winning.
Yes, NSPRA awarded us last year for Superintendent Live an award of excellence for that as well. So
yeah, but what I was saying was that we try to utilize many different media to get the message out, right? So whether it's the podcast, and the mission of this podcast, of course, Educating with Ease being a play on words, also known as a pun, of the 4 E's of the North Penn School District of elevating learning, engaging the community. Go ahead, Bob.
See, I knew you were going to do that to me.
I got you. Elevate learning.
Ensure belonging. And exceed expectations.
There you go.
I'm not even looking it up. I'm writing them down as I'm saying them. So I do it in that order every time. So when you start, I'm starting to write it down. So he asked me, I have it. So yes, we're exceeding expectations because I didn't have to look that up.
Yeah, but this is just another way. This podcast, we are trying to make our large community smaller, interview some folks, and bring people together. And sometimes it's nice to talk about things maybe that aren't necessarily school related, and just get to know the people, whether they're up on the screen or on the keyboard or whatever it is, but talk to them as human beings. So that's kind of the mission and vision of the podcast, the award-winning podcast. And today we had a really special guest.
Any given year, we have anywhere between like 60 or 70 folks that retire and finish their career at North Penn with us and move along into retirement. This year we had a lot of significant long timers, the 35, 50, 52 years, Linda Law, 53 years, right? 53 years with Linda Law. And we talked to her earlier in this podcast earlier in the year. But one, folks, if you've been through North Penn High School, you know this person. I don't know how else we want to set up the interview here.
This individual had a bobblehead, apparently, at one point, made of him. He is everyone's favorite candy giver.
Sure.
Right? When you walk through the hallways, he would drop you a piece of candy here and there.
And he has, while I have this move, he does have a signature dance as well that usually makes every single senior class video.
Are you gonna stand up and do it? Or
No, that's a Gino. I just gave
you just told it. Gino Santoro, folks. Gino is the podcast guest for this episode. We actually recorded it on the eve of commencement, on the graduation stage. He was down at the stadium working, helping to set up, and you and I pulled him aside and said, let's record a podcast episode. So for our listeners at home, and a special thank you to all retirees, of course. But this episode is a special one to honor someone who is near and dear to so many folks in our community. I hope you enjoy this episode with Mr. Gino Santoro. All right, so here we are in the beautiful Crawford Stadium on the eve of commencement 2024. Change of scenery here, not only in the sense that it's in Crawford Stadium and not at a desk, but also Bob's on the other side of the camera this time. Oh, there comes his hand. See that? Bob's on the other side of the camera. I'm sitting here with Gino Santoro. First name is actually Luigi,
yes.
But goes by Gino. And well known. There was recently a article or a story, I guess, on the Facebook page. Saw all the beautiful comments about Gino. I love Gino. So Gino, tell the podcast listeners and viewers a little bit about yourself, your career in North Penn. Those that don't know, he's retiring Wednesday. Wednesday is his last day of work.
Well, July 1st is my last
Hold that mic up for me.
July 1st is my last day.
Okay, all right. So talk to me about your career in North Penn. When did you come to North Penn? Which schools have you worked in? Things like that.
I started in 1986, January, and my first school was NEP school.
Okay.
3 months there, and then I got a job as a groundskeeper at Pendle Junior High.
Okay.
Then from there, I got moved to Montgomery Elementary.
Okay.
Then to Gwynedd Square, and finally, 2003, I was moved to the high school, North Penn High School, and I've been here since, which is 23, 24 years.
Unbelievable. So let me see if I can recount that. NAP. Then you said grounds crew.
Pendle.
So you went elementary, middle, Gwynedd Square.
Montgomery first. Montgomery and then Gwynedd Square. And then the high school.
Wow. The North Penn High School.
North Penn High School.
Like the Ohio State. I know you're a big sports fan, right?
Yes, we are.
Oh, he's a Penn State guy. Okay. All right. So,
yes, so I've been here a long time.
You've been at North Penn High School since 2020 or 2003.
Yeah.
Wow, great. So what types of roles have you fulfilled across those various schools? You did say grounds crew.
Yeah,
okay.
I was a custodian, then a groundskeeper for 10 years.
Okay.
Then a day custodian of the other school, and same thing at the high school, yeah.
And
day custodian.
Of all those roles and all those hats you've worn in the North Penn School District, do you have one that was your favorite?
I like when I was groundskeeper because I was outside.
Yeah.
But working at the high school might be the favorite.
Got
actually.
it. Okay. Well, we loved having you here. I was the high school principal for a few years while you were here, of course. All right. So one of the kind of goals of the podcast is to make our large community smaller and not just talk about North Penn School District and not just talk about work, but also get to know one another and the individuals who work here and make North Penn great. So tell the people at home or the listeners a little bit about Gino, or excuse me, Luigi Santoro.
Well, I don't know. There's not a lot to say. I like sports.
Okay.
That's my first thing. I used to play soccer.
You still play soccer?
No, I used to.
Oh, you used
Not
to.
anymore.
Okay.
Now I watch, and even on the couch watching soccer game, I get up, I'm tired.
Yeah. You're just getting up from the couch. Okay.
Yeah, I get together with family sometimes, go to a restaurant.
Okay.
And a lot of the time I spend is come and watch sports events for the high school.
Here at the high school.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you were always notorious when I was walking the halls here at the high school of having a little something in your pocket to hand out.
No, in a bag actually, hanging it, not in my pocket.
It's hanging on the trash can.
Yeah, so I go in there and so I see a teacher. Well, a lot of times some teachers say, my sugar's a little high. You got a chocolate?
Oh, there you go.
So what do I look like? Yeah.
So you're a medical professional.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, understood.
That's why I heard a lot of rumors that a lot of the teachers or staff, they're a little bit sad that I'm leaving, but they're happy because they think they're going to lose a little weight. There'll be less sweets and
Oh.
some goodies.
Something tells me you're still going to be around, Gino.
That's what I said. Sometime maybe I stop by. Oh yeah, I'll be around.
Do you plan on continuing to come to football games?
Oh
and,
yeah, I live 2 minutes away. I'm a single guy. I love sports and a lot of good memories over here. The kids, I will never leave that.
Great, got it. All right, so any travel plans during retirement or going to visit family?
I ain't been in my country for a long time, so that will be my plan, but not yet.
Where specifically?
Naples, Italy.
Naples, okay.
That's where the best pizza is.
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Well, maybe I'll need an invitation to go to Naples, Italy and check out the pizza with Gino.
Okay, very good.
That is not a local eats. So on the podcast, we always have these little segments. We'll do local eats, where a favorite restaurant locally or somewhere you've eaten recently. We'll do a question of the pod, and then we'll do a small win. Okay? So I'll give some examples. Let's do small wins first. Just something that has happened to you recently that you look at and you're like, oh, that was a small win. A victory for me, no matter how small. So my example for this week I was excited to share is, maybe it's a big win, but in the grand scheme of things, it's definitely a small win. This weekend my son was playing baseball, and you have met my son many times. He hit his first home run over the fence Saturday afternoon. It was just, and I'm one of the coaches, it was a really great moment as a dad. So that was my small win. Okay, how about you? Give me something that happened that was great recently.
Well, my favorite soccer team in Europe won the league, so for me that's it's a big thing. Yeah.
And which team is that?
It's Manchester City,
Manchester
the English
City.
league. I like the English league better than the Italian league.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
One of my favorite players, he plays with the team, so that's lately that's what I can say. That's
Okay.
my big win.
All right, so let's go to local eats. I can't wait for this one. Do you have a favorite restaurant or somewhere you've eaten recently that you would love to share with the listeners or viewers as somewhere they should check out?
Actually, believe it or not, I get a nice dinner. Italian Delight. This is my shack here.
Really? Right across the street?
Yes. Like Italian chicken francaise.
Yeah.
It's a nice dinner. Cheap and pretty good.
Okay. All right.
I would suggest that more than the rest of it.
Got it. So my local eat is last night we got home, we had a lacrosse tournament in Maryland for my daughter. Then we came home and we went to a graduation party, or a birthday party, excuse me. And my wife just said, let's just order dinner. We got local right down the street here on 40-foot road, PJ Wheelahands.
Yeah.
Got the French dip. My son got some wings. My wife, I think she got a salad. I don't remember what she got. So anyway, PJ Wheelahands is my local eat.
Sometimes as simple as better.
Yeah, there you go. All right, and then the question of the pod is going to be, what will you miss most about North Penn High School?
Most? 95% of the people.
No,
95%.
90. I understand. 95%.
90% of the people, started from top to bottom, like you, Mr. Kilmer, and the kids.
Yeah.
The kids a lot too. Like the last couple of weeks when they find out that I'm retired, they make me feel good. They wish me congratulations, fist bump, stay in touch. They people the most, yes.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about,
yeah.
right? The
I
kids.
met a lot of good friends too, very good friends.
It has been my experience, Gino, that people who work in education, work in schools, do so because they like kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And they want to help kids achieve their goals. So they're the best part. I'm not surprised to hear you say the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So should we talk about the other 5%? I'm just kidding, Gino. I'm just kidding.
The 5%. They wanted to make me work a little harder than I wanted to.
Yeah, I got it.
No, it's all good. That's all good.
Okay.
So without the kids, we wouldn't be here. So
understood.
God bless them.
All right. Well, I want to thank Gino for coming on the pod. Just a wonderful human being, compassionate, puts a smile on kids' faces and on the staff members' faces. I want to thank you for your dedication. 1986 until 2024, officially July 1st, right? July 3rd?
July 1st, yeah.
July 1st. Gino Santoro signing off from the North Penn School District. Gino, thank you for everything,
and
my friend.
I will retire my fist bump.
Go ahead, you got him.
Boom.
All right, so to the listeners out there, one of North Penn's finest, we really appreciate Gino and all he's done, and trust me when I say he will not be a stranger. Look for him on the sidelines come the fall. and at other activities for the students here in the North Penn School District. Gino, thank you.
Thank you again. Thank you and goodbye. God bless everybody.
All right, Bob. Well, that was awesome. It's so great to sit down with Gino. What a character. I am certain that he won't be a stranger. What'd you think of that episode?
I mean, look, I love Gino, and it's one of those things that, as we wrapped up the year, people continue to say, like, I don't know that you have anybody that has a bad word to say about Gino, and I've never heard Gino say a bad word about anybody else. He's just got such a positive attitude. It was really awesome if you saw any of our reflections pieces that we did the night before graduation, where typically they'll get cameos of celebrities. Everybody knows those cameo videos where you get special messages. And so we had different messages from different people, from Wizards of Waverly Place and all those kids that I don't know, right? But one of the cameos was from Gino. He gave the kids a nice message and, told the kids to do what they love. And I love, Gino's a custodian that's been here. Geez, I don't know the years there. 30. He said it in the interview.
Was it 84? Did he say he started?
Yeah, it's been a while. And he loves what he does.
Yeah.
And loves being in the building with the kids and whatnot, and giving that same message to the seniors that he's retiring with, this year. And the cheer. Here, let's listen to it. This is it. Let's listen to the cheer right here when he gives his message.
This is Gino. Congratulations to
Listen to those guys. They're losing their minds because they know Gino, because he's in the hallways. He engages with kids, and he's just one of those awesome personalities and people that really makes North Penn great. We will miss him, but for sure we'll see him at the football games. We'll see him at these events. He won't be a stranger to North Penn School District.
I look forward to the moment where he makes his way over to me on the sidelines at a game on a Friday night or somewhere else on the campus, and hey, I got a little something for you, and he hands you that piece of candy. Right? That's his trademark. So in honor of Gino, I would like to thank everyone for listening, and rather than say goodbye, ciao.